Virgo, here is your Christmas and New Year reading. And this month I am using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And I also have the Christmas card here that the elf is looking after for you. Thank you, dear elf. Which has your angel and oracle guidance cards inside. So we'll look at those once we've had a look at your tarot cards. So give these a good shuffle. And if you'd like to subscribe, you can do so by clicking on the subscribe button below and the little bell next to it. And do remember to give the video a like if you enjoy it, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think and what kind of video you prefer. Do you like this type of video? Is there something you would like to see me do in terms of tarot? Okay, so there are your cards, and we have the bottom card, which is the Six of Swords. So you're leaving something behind this month, Virgo. Now that could be that could mean in a literal sense, as in leaving a job or a relationship, or it could mean in leaving stress behind you. Okay, so yeah, there's something you're leaving behind that's been quite stormy for you, I feel. It's been quite tough. You're heading for calmer waters here, as you can see. If you look in this card, you can see we have a stormy sea here, but over there it's all nice and calm. So things are calming down, okay? It has been stressful, hasn't it? I feel there's been a certain amount of worry as well, but you're detaching from this. Now it could be, as I say, in a physical, literal sense, or it could be mentally, emotionally, that you're either detaching yourself or kind of de-stressing right now, okay? Perhaps that's a good thing as Christmas is coming up, isn't it? It can be a stressful period, but it does seem as if things are calming down. Okay. Right, a bit of sunshine there. Wow. Okay, some good cards, Virgo. I can see there has been some stress around you. I feel as if you've had a lot on your shoulders and a lot to do, a lot to get done. It feels as if you still have a lot to get done, actually, but you know, you're such an organised person most of the time, Virgo, that I'm sure most of you are getting on top of it now as December goes by. If we look at your cards here, you know, this Ten of Swords, for example, tells me that there may have been something that came to an end recently. That did get you down for a while, but you know, I feel for most of you, you've literally got back up and got on with it, haven't you? You know, you're not one to be down for long. You tend to be a tough cookie most of the time, Virgo, and that's what I love about you. You have this wonderful groundedness, and even when things build up, which they have done, I feel, you know, some of you have kind of been out of action for a while for some reason. It could have been a medical reason, but if it's not a medical reason, then it's something that has kind of brought you to a halt in some way at some point. Now, for some of you that's past and you're getting over that, but for others I feel that feeling is still there, or that situation is still there, that has either brought you down or is bringing you down, okay? But you won't be down for long, as I say, because Virgos are survivors, and they do get up and they get on with it and they face life, and I love that about you. And you have this wonderful Knight of Cups here, which relates to water sign Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. So there's a lovely emotional energy coming in here, someone coming in to help you. It could be a younger person, it could be, it may be male, it could be male or female, of course. These days nights can be either gender. So but this is an offer of emotional support, helping to lift you up and face you know, a new dawn, shall we say. Okay, so it's lovely that you've got this person around you, this energy around you. And you know, water signs and earth signs are a perfect combination. So if this could be a partner that's helping you, it could also be a family member or close friend, but you know who this person is, you know, and they may well be a water sign. If not, they'll be very similar in that way. But they have this wonderful gift of helping people emotionally. You know, they tune into you. This person has a lot in common with you, and you'll know who they are. So whoever this is, you know, don't be afraid to lean on them a little bit, because you've been there for them, haven't you? Because Virgos are so loyal, and they're always there for people. So allow this you know, this person a chance to help you now. Okay, especially if things have been tough emotionally, which I feel they have, you know, because even when practical things go wrong, you know, such as losing work or, you know, that kind of thing, we still feel it emotionally, don't we? We still need to let it out emotionally. So accept this offer of love, this offer of help, because there is a decision needing to be made, I feel. You're moving forward, Virgo, especially in the new year. It's like your world is opening up and getting bigger, isn't it? Opportunities coming in. And you're wondering now where to go from here. What do I do next? You know, you've sort of got to a stage where you're doing well, especially in terms of career, most of you, I feel. And you want to build on that. But travel could be involved here, you know. It's like you've got to broaden your horizons if you're really going to make things happen in the way you want to. You know, these two wands here show that for many of you, you know, the seeds have already been planted. You've already made a start, you know. This could be a business that you're working on, but it's about to get bigger, and something's coming in that's going to make you think about what your next step is, and whether you want to sort of open things up. So open up new paths and embrace this new opportunity. You know, sometimes it's down to our own decisions, you know, how far we take a thing. And this is kind of what you're doing. You're standing here holding this world ball and wondering, how far do I want to go with this? Because the world is your oyster, isn't it? The world ball here, it's your oyster. It's up to you. You've certainly got the integrity and the, you know, the work ethos to make things happen. You know, you could do really well here if you want to, if you decide to, because it is your decision here. This is what this card is saying. You literally next year are going to be on the verge of making a decision that changes things for you. And some of you may be offered a contract or dealing with an agreement of some sort that will also change things and bring in more work, more responsibility. And if it's not your work, this is about your life. Perhaps some of you are thinking of moving home. But there's your world's getting bigger, and location springs to mind here. That's the feeling I get. So it's movement in some way, but it's in your hands now. You're doing well, but you're looking for more. And if there are some of you watching that aren't working, then right now, then I feel you're ready to find new employment, and something is going to come in next year that will kind of put you on the spot, in the sense that you will need to know whether you want to take yourself forward in that way, okay? So whether it's a business venture or an actual off of work that's a sort of bit out of your comfort zone, that's the feeling I'm getting. So it's like pushing yourself out now, outside of the bubble, doing things a bit differently. Because we have this lovely Ten of Cups, and that relates to feelings of contentment, especially emotionally. There's a lot of emotional contentment here for you, Virgo, this month. It's wonderful. The 9 and the 10, you know. It's like you're sitting here feeling quite smug, actually, because it's like everything's fallen into place, especially after this card, you know, after this situation, whether it's just past over the last few weeks or so, or whether you're experiencing that right now, it's not going to last, it's not going to linger. You've got this wonderful support network. Look at all this family and love around you, friends, partners. This is you feeling really good about things, okay? You couldn't want for more right now, could you? In many ways. And of course, this doesn't resonate with every single Virgo. Some of you may not be quite feeling that yet, but if you're not, then things are going to get that way. You will be feeling better if you're not already, Virgo. But many of you, I feel, are feeling great. Look at these 3 cards. I cannot believe you've got these 3 cards all in a row, can you? Look at the beautiful yellows in the cards. You can see how bright and cheery they are. And you have the sunshine. The sun is shining on you, Virgo, in December and January. So how wonderful, you know. Things are really on the up for you, even though you have had your stress, haven't you? And yes, you've still got your stress, but generally deep down, you know, good things are happening, you know. It's a nice period. It's a lovely set of cards. And as I say, the sun is shining on you, you know. So right now is a good time to be positive. And if you're starting anything new, or you've started something new, then it's looking very successful to me with these cards. And it wouldn't surprise me if you have started something new, especially in terms of work or perhaps a new venture, because the Ace of Wands is all about new ideas, new work, new beginnings. Okay, this is a clean slate that you've got right now. And I know it's a funny time of year, isn't it? December. But, you know, the universe doesn't wait for January, does it, necessarily? But so for some of you, this may be January that this ace appears in your life and brings in, you know, something brand new, a brand new start that I feel you really need this right now. You know, you really deserve this. So yeah, it could be your idea. It might be someone else's idea. You know, I feel many of you are great entrepreneurs, Virgos, and able to start something new with gusto. And that's what I feel with this card. It's full of gusto. So something is beginning, you know, whether it's just the urge inside you to start something new that leads to the next step. Can you see you've got this ace and you've got this 2, so something is growing, something is developing. You know, this is the idea. It's all starting, and if it hasn't already, by New Year, you'll be stepping forward towards something that will enhance your life, whether it's more work, a new location, as I say, but you know, it looks to me to be something very good indeed, something that has potential to grow. And here we have the 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Pentacles relates to give and take. And you do tend to do a lot of giving and caring, Virgo, don't you? You know, you are the carers in the zodiac, okay? And I have a Virgo son, and he is the most caring, wonderful young man. And all the Virgos I know are that way inclined, you know. It's a lovely thing, but at the same time, do remember to care about yourself, won't you? And the second part to this card, I feel, is that there will be a lot of expenditure this week, this month. And of course, it's Christmas, New Year, it's understandable, but do be careful, you know. Don't leave yourself totally skint, will you? You know, save some for yourself, and whether that's money, time or care, all right? save some energy for you. Another Pentacles card, the Seven of Pentacles. You know, I feel December, and especially towards the end of December over Christmas and as we approach the new year, there's going to be a lot of soul searching being done by you, Virgo. I feel, you know, you're going to need time to think things through. It's like you'll be analysing this past year, looking at what's worked and what hasn't, and deciding where you go from here. Because you've done well in many respects, but in terms of finance and career, you know, you want to do well. You're very ambitious, I feel, as the year ends and as you go into 2019. And as I say, this thing you want to build on your progress that you've already made. Okay, you know, this bush here has grown so high, but you want to see it grow right up to the top of the card, don't you? You know, and it's about finding ways to do that, where to put your time, where to put your money, where to put your energy, and making sure that you prioritise. And you know, do remember not to overwork and overstress, won't you, Virgo? Because you do have a tendency to take on too much at times. But at the same time, you have the potential here to really do well. You know, after this card, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and that's when you've worked a little bit harder and put more effort in and decided where you're going, and you start to reap the rewards in that card. You know, in the card of, you know, that's the Eight of Pentacles. You start to reap those rewards that you're thinking about right now. You know, so take your time. Take December to whenever and wherever you can, to step back and have a good look at your life. Why not? Because there is something lovely. It's a lovely and new coming in over this month for January that is going to make a wonderful positive change, which I feel is long overdue. Looking at this card here, some of you, if we look at the card underneath, Five of Cups, there's been some disappointment, some sadness. Some of you have had an ending, I feel, and it's about letting go now and sort of getting closure on certain things that have happened and moving forward in a very, very positive way. And let's have a look at your Christmas card. Thank you, dear. Okay, Virgo, so let's have a look at this. Merry Christmas. I love this card with little presents on the front. Dear Virgo, wishing you love, luck and abundance for the festive season and new year. And that's your card, Virgo. We'll put that there. So let's have a look then at your angel for this month and going into the new year. The angel you have around you is the angel of success. You'll be pleased to know, Virgo. You know, and he or she, well, actually it's a she, we can see here, this female energy, you can call upon her when you are feeling a little unsure of yourself, or when you need support with any ventures or ideas that you may have. We look at this lovely idea or this new start that you have. Help, you know, ask her for help with this new beginning. Ask her to help you make a success of it, which is what you are aiming for here, to make a success of things. And you can, you know, this new start can be a success with this angel by your side. She's urging you forward and, you know, helping you to think of ideas to make your life better. Think of ideas for growth, okay, and for progress. She's helping you to implement certain strategies and think of ways to go forward. And next year you could do so well when you put your mind to it, and she is there by your side, helping you, supporting you and guiding you to do the right things. Your next card here from the angels is perfect timing. So yes, these things that are happening are actually to do with perfect timing. If you have had or experienced difficulties, challenges, stressful periods where you've been stuck, frustrated, unable to do what you really want, well, for one reason or another, the universe didn't feel it was the right time for you to have this new beginning that they are bringing in, okay? But success and abundance is coming your way. It's the right time, okay? But you just had to wait, and you had to go through what you've been through this year in order to appreciate what you have now, if that makes sense. And your oracle card, wow, the champagne card. Basically, there's celebrations coming up, clinking glasses, especially over this new beginning, this new idea, this new start for you. Okay, it's a brand new start to the new year, and this feeling of contentment. And I feel that this is especially so for those of you who have had a tough year, and I do feel, you know, some of you have done. So, you know, this is a wonderful reading for recovery, and wow, what a recovery you have made, because you've got up and you've got on with life, and if you haven't yet, you soon will. And as we turn into the new year, you know, things are moving forward, okay? But listen to this person around you who is offering you support, and take a time when it comes to making your next move, okay? And your fairy wish is, life is what you make of it. Be brave and reach for the stars. I think that is lovely. What a powerful wish. So life is what you make of it, Virgo, isn't it? And it's about being brave and reaching for the stars, and you are brave, Virgo. I know that with all the Virgos I know, they always are brave, and they do reach for the stars, and that's what you're being asked to do here. And that's especially for those of you who have been feeling a bit down lately, or have had difficulties, okay? So, you know, well done to you. Hang in there and keep reaching for those stars. And that is your Christmas and New Year reading. If you'd like to book with me for your own personal reading, you can do so by clicking on the link below at www.sarahstarot.co.uk, and you know, give the video a like and let me know what you think. And I wish you a wonderful Christmas and Happy New Year.